getting over the hump. It's hump day here, Wednesday, so why not take a little fun approach to talking about several of these teams with recent Stanley Cup championships, or not so recent in the case of some of these teams here. But kind of just thinking about what it's going to take to get over the hump. What is it going to take for Dallas to finally win the Stanley Cup? They've been so close so many of the last years. What needs to happen?
A key part of this lineup for me, you know, you've got emerging stars, Harley on defense. You've got Wyatt Johnston as a forward. Stankoven, I think, really starting to show some promise there. Impactful playoff for him as well. But remember, we were talking about the Dallas Stars as though they had some of the most impressive depth league-wide last year, especially that top nine. And critical to that was the likes of some senior players, twilights of their careers. Jamie Benn, Tyler Seguin, Matt Duchene. These guys were incredibly impactful. Well, we're subtracting Pavelski from the mix, but yeah, no question about it, Pavelski as well. So my point being is, and I still think this is within reach for these guys, if those guys can continue to have the same kind of impact, or even, you know, provide that baseline based on what they did last year, and you're going to see probably 10 to 15% improvement from some of these other bright young pieces that I reference. I like the Stars. I like where they're at. And two, again, with that veteran leadership, I think there's a whole lot of, hey, fellas, here's where it went wrong. Let's address this in the coming year. And perhaps the Stars can leg it out and emerge from the West.
Yeah, and then we go to the team beat them in the Western Conference Final, the Edmonton Oilers. Now, it's almost hard to say that they still need to get over the hump because they came one win away. I mean, at Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Final, they're right there. But what do they need in order to win the cup?
You know, if I'm management, I really wouldn't tinker with this roster much at all. I think that, you know, this is a group that didn't have a great deal of, you know, deep playoff experience inside that locker room. Now that they've been to the big dance and they've been within a whisker of capturing the big prize, I think that's it. You know, we're very fond of saying, you know, you've got to have that expectation and fall short of it, kind of to, you know, to really realize what it takes to get there and to be successful ultimately. I really think that Edmonton, hard as it was to take that defeat last year, they'll benefit from it in this coming year. And let's be clear, brilliant as McDavid and Draisaitl are, Jamie, the window is wide open. They're still at a relatively young stage of their careers. These guys will continue to have impact, but now with that important deep playoff experience. I think that's important to this group.
All right.